Have you ever felt drained after talking to someone, but you couldn't explain why? You feel tired, confused, or less confident, even though they smiled at you the whole time. The ancient Stoics believed that the people we surround ourselves with determine our destiny. As Epictetus said, the key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. But what about those who do the opposite? The ones who smile to your face while secretly dismantling your happiness? Today, on FactsBreach, we are exposing the 7 subtle signs that someone is secretly destroying your life. Number 4 is something most people mistake for honesty. Number 1, the subtle dig. A true enemy rarely attacks you openly. Instead, they disguise their insults as jokes or constructive criticism. For example, you share good news about a promotion, and they say, "Wow, finally, I was worried they'd never pick you." See what happened there? They acknowledged your success, but wrapped it in a reminder of your past struggles. Psychologists call this negging. It is designed to lower your self-esteem, so you seek their validation. If you leave a conversation feeling smaller than when you arrived, pay attention. That is not friendship. It is manipulation. Number 2, they are addicted to chaos. Some people find peace in drama. If there is no problem, they will create one. They will gossip about others to you, and likely gossip about you to others. The Stoic philosopher Seneca warned us about people who are constantly angry or dissatisfied. He said that bad emotions are contagious like a virus. If someone is always the victim in their own stories, and everyone else is always crazy or mean to them, the problem isn't the world. The problem is them. And if you stay close, you will become the next villain in their story. Number 3, the boundary destroyer. Healthy relationships are built on respect. Toxic ones are built on control. Have you ever said no to someone and they try to make you feel guilty for it? Maybe you said you were tired and couldn't go out, and they accused you of being a bad friend. The Stoics taught us that we must protect our own peace. If someone gets angry when you set a boundary, that is the proof that the boundary was necessary. They don't respect you. They only respect the use they have for you. Number 4, the energy vampire. These people treat you like a trash can for their emotions. They call you only to complain about their boss, their partner, or their bad luck. But the moment you try to offer a solution, they reject it with yes, but they don't want a solution. They want to feed on your sympathy. After spending an hour with them, you feel physically exhausted. Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't let your mind be alienated from itself." Protecting your energy isn't selfish. It's essential for survival. Number 5, the silent competitor. A true friend claps when you win. A toxic person secretly hates it. Watch their face closely when you share good news. Do their eyes smile, or does their smile fade after a second? Do they immediately change the subject to themselves? If they constantly try to one-up you, meaning if you have a headache, they have a brain tumor. If you went to Paris, they went to the moon. They view you as a rival, not a partner. You cannot build a future with someone who secretly wants you to fail. Number 6, the scorekeeper. In a healthy relationship, mistakes are forgiven. In a toxic one, they're filed away to be used against you later. The scorekeeper brings up an error you made 3 years ago just to win an argument today. They use your past vulnerability as ammunition. This creates a dynamic where you're always walking on eggshells, afraid to speak up because you don't want to trigger a list of your past sins. That is not love. That is hostage-taking. Finally, number 7, the anchor. As you grow, learn, and improve, some people will stay exactly where they are. And that is fine. But the anchor doesn't just stay put. They try to hold you back. When you start a diet, they offer you cake. When you start a business, they tell you most businesses fail. They are afraid that your growth highlights their stagnation. Remember, you cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick. Sometimes you have to cut the anchor to sail freely. If you recognize someone in these signs, you face a tough choice. It is painful to let people go, especially if you have known them for years. But the cost of keeping them is your own destiny. As the ancient proverb goes, it is better to be alone than in bad company. Your time is your most precious resource. Spend it with those who light a fire in you, not those who burn you out. If you found value in this video, please like and subscribe to FactsBreach for more wisdom on psychology and Stoicism. Thank you for watching, and stay wise.